Hey guys, welcome back to Trend Hunter. This week I'm going to talk to you about something I like to call self-stereotyping. It's basically this pattern that we're seeing where people like to categorize themselves into these neat little limits, and usually, well, at least beforehand, this was something that was seen as negative. Nowadays, however, I think consumers kind of take comfort in the fact that they know where they stand and where they belong almost. For the first in the list, we have my number 5 pick, stereotypical students charts. So this is basically an infographic that'll tell you what the different kinds of students are and kind of let you decide where you fall. Like I said, it's very specific to students, so this will be people in school, but I think everybody can relate to it if you're somebody who's ever worked like a dog towards a difficult goal. At number 4, we have social media personality illustrations. So obviously you're watching this on YouTube, you're familiar with social media. So our number 4 pick is all about how you act on social media and what your different kinds of posts and the angle that you take with them says about who you are as a person. And this one's really funny because we have things like the spammer, the Firsty, which is like the noob, the hater, the person who just runs around on Facebook and hates everything. And even if you don't think you're one of these, chances are you know somebody who is one of them, so it's really good. Up in number 3, we have typeface personality posters. So this one is kind of niche-y. It's targeted more towards designers and people like that. But if you're somebody who's conscious of the fonts that you're using when you're sending an email or when you're setting up what your phone will look like, then you will be able to relate to this. So Helvetica is a font that in the internet world is known for being the easiest font to use because it's pretty much aesthetically pleasing all the time. But according to this chart, if you're using Helvetica, you're a conformist. So up at number 2, we have refrigerator lifestyle charts. I really love this one because everybody's got a fridge, first of all. And second of all, like if you go to your friends' places and if you're in your 20s like myself and you open these fridges and there are very few things in there, just whatever this person decides are the basics of life, then you're probably already thinking what this means for their personality. This chart basically does it for you. If you're the kind of person who just has milk, meat, and fruit, then you're the kind of person who knows what the essentials are. If you're the kind of person who has almond milk, fair trade beans, grain-fed, free-range meat, then you're all natural. So yeah, it's a pretty funny take on the kind of food that you'll be eating depending on who you are. And finally, at my number 1 spot, we have the interweb workplace personas. This is my favorite because it really hits home. As you guys know, you're fans of Trend Hunter, we're an online magazine, so I really do think that we have some people who match each of these personalities, but I won't call any names. Anyway, so you have people like the developer, the HR person, the founder. If you're somebody who spent some time in like an online office of some sort, or if you're watching a show that relates to people who work online, then you'll be able to identify like who each of these people are. It's so funny. If you're the kind of person who's into self-stereotyping, and if you want to talk more about what kind of personality you think you have, tweet me at OneWomanArmy and we'll talk.